Good afternoon and welcome back to the Perkins Garages YouTube channel. This here is a magnetic grey Ford Tourneo Custom Titanium PHEV. But before we get going with the walk around video, if you could please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, maybe even leave us a lovely comment below. Wouldn't that be marvellous? Anyhow, this here is a 1 litre EcoBoost PHEV. So the 1 litre EcoBoost is fueled by a 54 litre fuel tank there, and we also have a 13.6 kilowatt battery underneath the floor. That battery is feeding the electric motor, which produces 126 PS of power. So you can drive this vehicle fully electric for 33 miles. Once that runs out and you're out of electric in the battery, the engine charges the battery as you go along. So this vehicle has got a 400 mile range, because if you like to consider, the engine isn't ever driving the wheels, it's simply charging the battery as you go. You have 4 drive modes, so you can run it as fully electric, you can drive it as save energy for later, you can have the engine charging the battery, all sorts. Very, very clever technology. But the most important thing is you can do 33 miles on fully electric driving. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that mechanics lesson, and I hope that made sense. I think it did in my head. Yeah, anyway, any questions, give me a call. This vehicle is registered on a 20 registration, so we're going to take Ford warranty with us until March 2023. The vehicle has only done 7,500 miles, so extremely low mileage and in tip-top condition, with some amazing specification for me to show you this afternoon. Let me begin by taking the key out of my pocket and straighten it up. Remote central locking with a blade. Click the unlock button and let's wake up the daytime runners. So we have the Xenon HID headlights, some of the best headlights in the business. They are going to appear to be flashing in your video due to the frequency in which the video is recorded at. But let me assure you, in real life, they are not strobe lights and they look amazing. So good daytime running lights, good headlights, front fog lights there as well, and we've got front parking sensors trailing all the way around the bottom lip of the bumper. Yes, that is the charging port, but I'm going to come back to that in just a second. Let's go around the body first. Whilst we're here, let's look to the windscreen. In there is a sensor for the automatic lights. Up there is a sensor for the automatic rain sensing wipers and traffic sign recognition software. Coming down, we have some 16-inch alloy wheels, and they are fitted with Goodyear tyres as standard. Only done 7,500 miles worth of work, so they are in great condition, ready for many more motoring miles. We do have a perimeter alarm with high quality security locking. 2 opening sliding doors to gain access to the rear of the vehicle, and they are supported with a little step there for the shorter people of this world. We have rear privacy glass, good afternoon, and that trails all the way around the rear of the vehicle. But now we're at the offside rear, I beg your pardon. We're going to do an assessment on the body, so I'm going to go as high as I can on my tippy toes, and I'm going to work my way down the vehicle, and we can see the perfect condition of this bodywork. And we're going to wrap it round to show you the offside rear wheel. Beautiful. 1 parking sensor, 2 parking sensor, 3 parking sensor, 4 parking sensor, 5 parking sensor, 6 parking sensors. Rear parking sensors along the bottom lip of the bumper. And below the 4 badge we have a high definition rear reversing camera. Subtle badging on the offside, plug-in hybrid, and on the near side you get your Tourneo custom and even a Perkins Garages sticker. So we're going to give the near side the exact same treatment. So making our way from the top of the vehicle, shimmying our way down like so. I love this magnetic grey colour. It's one of my favourite colours Ford do, and I am a fan. I have it on my own vehicle and it looks beautiful. Very easy to keep clean. Yeah, it's a winner from me. Okay, near side rear wheel, and we're going to scoot along to the near side front and give you a quick glimpse of the near side front wheel. Right, let's have a look inside, shall we? I've done 5 minutes of the outside. So, unlocking the boot, sensor or release point just below the camera, and it's nice and easy to lift this gigantic tailgate up, all thanks to some lovely hydraulic struts either side. Closing couldn't be simpler either. A nice little pull down handle, and even with one finger it's very light to pull down. This is the boot of the PHEV Titanium Tourneo. It's a short wheelbase, we can tell, because the seats are nice and close to the rear air conditioning blower motor, which lives under that cover there. Please refer to one of my other videos where I'll show you, but in this one I'm going to change it up a little bit. Right you are. So this vehicle is charged at the front, where I showed you earlier on the near side front of the bumper. Here is the charger that is supplied with the vehicle. This might look familiar. That goes into any domestic plug socket. Bosh. And this will charge the vehicle about 3 kilowatts an hour. All thanks to this connector. So I can't get it off now, can I? Oh. That is called a Type 2 connector. That goes straight in the front of the vehicle, and this will charge the vehicle in 4.3 hours. So 3 kilowatts an hour, 13.6 kilowatt battery, 4.3 hours. You can, although, get a Type 2 pod point installed at your premises, which will take you up to 7 kilowatts an hour. That takes it down to about 2.7 hours charge time from 0 to 100%. So it all depends on how much battery you're going to use and how quickly you need to charge it. For any more charging help or tips or how to get a pod installed, give us a call. We can always point you in the right direction. I'm just going to get down and dirty with it for a second, because under here is a full size spare wheel. You're always going to be going in the right direction. We will have all relevant tools, jacks, braces, all underneath the driver's seat. Okay, 6 seats in the rear of this Tourneo. Let me show you the beautiful seats in this Titanium. So those are the keen eyes. We'll notice we have a different colour trim and different colour leather. This is stone leather interior. So it's a two-tone effect. So you have the stone, what should we call that? It's like a beige. It's really attractive, like a light brown, whitish, cream, off-white, anything you want to call it. I'm going to call it its official name of stone, which is a two-tone effect. So you've got the stone and the charcoal grey just behind it. Now I might be boring people with these seats, but I'm going to show you again. 2 banks of 3, like so. Conference mode. This row you can rotate 180 degrees, so this seat is on the near side facing forward. So if you do have children that can sit like this, or anyone can sit like this without having an argument, fantastic. If that is a problem, not a problem, we can take this seat out and rotate it 180 degrees. The party pieces do not stop there. If you, for example, only needed 4 seats, only needed 2 seats, 1 seat, and you wanted more volume, as in boot space, these seats are all individual. So let me demonstrate. Let me just zoom out. Let's leave it here. I'll fold the first half down. That lever there, pull upwards, the whole seat will fold up into this locked position. From there, simply one lever here, which will remove this whole unit out of the Tourneo. So if you didn't want any seats, and for example we needed a transit van for whatever reason, bosh, transit van, happy days. So let me just fold this seat down with my elbow. Locks into position. Nice positive clunk as they go back in to their positions. So that is a little bit about the seating. What else have we got going on here? Oh, back to the seats. ISO fixing, ISO fixing, ISO fixing, ISO fixing. 4 ISO fixing. 2 USB, cup holder, 2 more USBs on the offside. At the ceiling, rear air conditioning with controls, rear speaker system, rear vent system, rear lights, and sun blinds on every single window, which are retractable, so you put them up, just fold down automatically. But that is a lovely, lovely space to be in. Okay, so we've done a bit at the back. I won't get in there and make it all muddy. nice and fresh for when you come to view this vehicle. Right, open up the driver's door now. 2 electric windows for the front, we have mirror control, and we have a button there to fold in the mirrors when required. Interior locking, and these door cards are a thing of beauty because you can put bottles in them, you can put your lunchbox in them, you can put change or anything you carry. You've got nice spaces for it. Another drinks bottle, another cup holder under there. You've always got somewhere to put your drinks, and I'm a big fan of that, especially if you're doing long distances. Let's spin it round now and let's have a look at the driver's seat. Once again, the leather is exactly the same. It's a two-tone once more, and we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 way adjustable driver's seat. You are going to get comfortable. Underneath here is all tools, jacks and braces for changing a spare wheel. Automatic lights, leave them in auto. You won't have to touch them much at all, really. Okay, I'm going to jump inside the vehicle now. You're going to hear some distortion on the microphone, so just bear with me a second. Marvellous. Now inside the vehicle, using the key, into the barrel, and no engine, because it started on electricity. Beautiful, beautiful PHEV. So, let's begin by zooming in slightly and looking at the driver display. Left hand side, we have done away with an RPM gauge because now we can display the output in kilowatts times 10. So the green bit is for the kinetic energy recovery systems that charges the battery when you come off the accelerator. To the right hand side is a conventional speedo with kilometers an hour in the middle. We have a battery gauge and a fuel gauge, along with gear selector indicator at the bottom. In the middle we have, slipping off there, we have a digital driver display, and we can control that using the buttons on the right hand side of the steering wheel. So I was to flick through there quickly. Different audio settings, we have phone, we have car settings, trip computer there, we have my view. We've also got some driver assistance such as lane keep system and driver alert. Marvellous. If I was to pan out slightly, cruise control is found to the left hand side of the steering wheel. It's a nice ergonomic place to keep it. Very easy to adjust your speed, put your limiter on, cancel, put it back on. It's lovely, it's really ergonomic, and once you get used to it, you'll be flicking out on and off whilst you're on the motorway, not a problem. All of your minus volume, plus volume and mute are also below that cluster. And the opposing side, you have a voice command, pick up phone call, decline phone call, previous and next song. Let's take a trip over and look at the center console. We have a button for traction control, we have a mode button. So that mode button, if I can zoom in here now, we can go between EV later, battery charged by the engine, normal operation and all electric driving. So it's essential as you can change between 4 individual drive modes. Down there also, let me unzoom, we have a parking sensor button to turn them off, and we have an automated parking button. So if I click on that, the sync module will change, and it will suggest all of the wonderful parking spaces this vehicle will automatically park itself into, whether it's a parallel park, we've got a bay park, we got another parallel. It's amazing. It's a fantastic system. So if you do struggle with parking and you're worried about parking this large vehicle, don't worry, it will quite literally park itself for you. Exit out of there, and let's take a quick look at the sync module we have here. It's divided nicely between audio, phone, mobile apps and settings. For example, you were to go into audio, and you can go into sources, AM, FM, DAB and Bluetooth audio. Bluetooth audio twins up with the phone setting, and in mobile apps there you can add your device and find your apps. I have just plugged my phone in just to get the widget for Apple CarPlay. So this vehicle doesn't come with forward navigation as standard, although those of you are lucky enough to have an iPhone, you can plug your iPhone in using the USB port just there, and it will mirror your phone onto this screen, and you can use Apple Maps, you can use Waze, so you still have navigation on the screen if required. I have taken a photograph of it, so if you refer to the photographs you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. We have all your heating, ventilation and air conditioning controls there, so fan speed, temperature, heated seats, electronically heated screen, it's all going on. So you have all the essential heating, ventilation and air conditioning controls. Underneath this cover, 2 more cup holders all over, USB, a 12-volt socket under this cover as well, nice document area there, somewhere to put your sunglasses, and a beautiful passenger seat. And in the interest of time, I'm not here to make a movie, although I probably could out of these PHEVs. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe. If you have any questions, please give us a call. And the number you need for that, 01376 550 899. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.